Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by and welcome to my channel. As promised, I have another Dollar Tree DIY to share with you. And in this video, we're going to be making some farmhouse carrots. I know, interesting, right? I have about 5 different ones I'm going to share with you. These are very time consuming, but I think they turned out really cute. So I'm hoping maybe what I show you in this video will give you some ideas on how to maybe recreate some items that you have already bought at the Dollar Tree and give it your own personal touch. So let's go ahead and get this Dollar Tree DIY started. I like to lay everything out beforehand so you have a better idea on the items that I will be using. For the most part, I do use all of this except some of the string there on top. Everything is from the Dollar Tree. You're also going to need 2 packs of these striped carrots that you can get at the Dollar Tree. You get 2 per pack from Crafter Square. So they have 2 different sizes of cones. I bought both sizes. You're going to take the plastic off and you're going to get some of this Nautica rope from the Dollar Tree. This is the thinner one, by the way. You're going to cut the tip or rip the tape off the top, and you're going to start separating your rope. So you should have 3 strands. Now, after you get all that separated, you're going to start gluing your rope all the way around your cone from top to bottom. And yes, this does take a long time. Once you get to the bottom, I carefully start wrapping it there on the tip so it comes to a point like on a carrot. So I'm going to try my best to kind of show you. I find using a hot glue gun is much better than using any kind of glue. So if you do have a glue gun, I would suggest you using that. I am using the Crafter Square glue. Sticks, that is. And once you get to the very end there, you're gonna fill it up with a little bit more glue than what you normally would. And once you get it on there, you're gonna trim it and add a little bit extra glue just so it doesn't come up. And then I just used the tip of the gun to press it down so I did not burn the skin off my fingers again. Now we're going to put that off to the side and start on our next one. So I'm using this rope that you can get from the Dollar Tree and another cone. And I'm going to separate the rope just like I did with the brown one. So you should have, I think, 3 or 4 different strands. And again, you're just going to start gluing just like you did with the brown rope. Now, what's hard about this is that the rope, the strings kept wanting to come undone. So you'll see that I'm pulling, twisting, and then placing it down. And this did really start bothering my wrist towards the end. So if you have arthritis or issues with your hands, this part might be a little too hard for you. And again, that's what it looks like. Now we're going to do a smaller cone. And this one took a little bit longer, but I really wanted to do something different. So I took 1 little strand from the white rope and then 2 small strands from the brown. I just taped the top down there and I'm just going to start braiding it like you would braiding hair. And this took me about a half hour to do. Once you get it all done, once again, you're going to start gluing it all the way around. And be sure when you have to start and finish that they're all lined up so you can have the yicky part on the bottom so it's not showing. Now what I'm doing is taking the little strands of rope and pulling apart even more. So I think you'll have like 6 or 7 different strands. Now, all in all, this took me almost 2 hours to do, but I did a lot of this. I'm not showing you all that I did, but it's very, very, very time consuming, but kind of looks like hair, doesn't it? And there you go. And now we're going to take other parts of the white rope and we're going to take our little comb. You can use any kind of comb. And you're just going to start brushing your rope. Something you don't hear every day. So I just cut like 10 strands and now I'm just going to start brushing it out. But at the end, I really didn't like the end result, so you might just want to skip this whole part. I just, you don't know what it looks like until you finish it, so I just wanted to show you what it did look like. Once you get that all combed out, I'm gonna chop it in half. And then I'm gonna separate it, put it on top so it's nice and thick. Take another piece of string, tie a knot, and there you go. And I'm going to do that to multiple piles. I'm using my roll of string to hold my carrot upright so I can glue the top. And again, this part turned out horrible. I was going to edit it out. I'm like, nope, I'm just going to show you what it ended up looking like. Maybe you'll like it. But there you go. Turn it upside down. You can have yourself a gnome. That's what I'm probably going to turn this into. Or it looks like a troll doll or something. I don't know. I thought it looked kind of naked, so I'm like, okay, I'll dress it up with some beads. Nope, that didn't look right anyway. I don't know. But, again, I just wanted to show you. Of course, we got to dress up the bottom, too. So I'm just taking my gun, and these are the wood beads that you can get from the Dollar Tree. They carry in a strand. They're in the Crafter Square section. So not only did I pretty much ruin this carrot by adding these beads, I thought, oh, I'll add some more. That'll look cool. No, it looked like it had some kind of disease. So here's the rope that I showed you earlier. And I cut a hole there on the top with a razor blade. And you're just going to glue that right in there. So I got it sitting upright, and I'm just squeezing some of my glue in there. And then you just take your top there, press it down, hold it in there for about 30 seconds. And now we got to fix the top because you can't let your carrot be like that. So now you got to take more of your rope and we're going to wrap it all the way around. Just like that. And once you get to the end, you're just going to trim it and glue it down, and there you go. So here's the braided one. Again, I just dug a hole there on the top with a razor blade. And I wanted to add some of the other white rope to it since it's braided. So I'm just going to take the shredded kind, right there, take a string, tie that on the end. And again, you're just going to glue it on top. Now these are the carrots that you can buy at the Dollar Tree. You get a pack of 2. You're just going to rip all that off. It's really sticky, by the way. I'm going to cut the sticks. I don't need the stick. And it's the same process that I did with the bigger carrots. So that's why I'm not showing you all the steps. But this is how I layered the ropes for the top of the carrot. So it all blends in. So all you're going to do is just tie that on again and just tie the end there. Any kind of string or rope that you want to use is fine. And then trim it up. And again, dig a hole, glue, and press. And there we go. There's our 4 carrots that we made. I did take a charm from one of the bottles from the Dollar Tree, and you'll see it on the cream colored carrot there on the top, and just took a piece of rope and just tied it around. But I think these turned out really, really cute. This is some kind of decoration you can probably keep up, you know, for all spring if you want. Added one of the Easter signs from the Dollar Tree in the back. There's the charm I was telling you about. And I just have it in a little wood crate, and I'm using some of the fabric from the Dollar Tree to layer it, along with some of their fairy lights in the bottom of the crate. So I think it turned out really cute. Now I'm going to show you some other ways that you can decorate with the carrots. Now I piled the 3 big ones on top of each other and tied it with some of the ribbon from the Dollar Tree, which that could be an idea for you. See the beaded carrot? Looks like it has a bunch of pimples or something. Ah, horrible. And then these are the 3 smaller ones. You can also place them sitting upright as well. Now I wanted to do this bonus carrot patch DIY for you. So you're going to need the skewers, any kind of piece of wood from the Dollar Tree. I ended up not using that square one. And this is some of the stain from the Dollar Tree. You're going to stain your skewers any color you want. And you can take some scissors or you can take some wired cutters, and you're just going to start cutting it. I didn't measure it at all because I'm going to use all different sizes. So it's up to you if you want to do all the same size or multiple sizes. And they just look like a bunch of pretzel sticks, which is another thing you could probably use if you wanted to. Now you're going to grab your glue gun or wood glue, whatever you prefer to use, and you're going to start gluing all your pieces all the way around the piece of wood. Now, if you decided to use different sizes, be sure that you mix it up here and there so it's not all the same. So you'll see me using small pieces, medium pieces, long pieces, and so forth. So yeah, that's all you're going to do, all the way around. And this is what it'll look like when you're all done. So now I'm going to use some of the carrots from the Dollar Tree, which I painted. I'm going to use some of the reindeer moss and some of these items from the fairy garden. And these adorable rabbit erasers, you get 8 per pack. So first off, I just glued 2 of the carrots there on the front. And now I'm going to take my deer moss, just spread it around. And now you're going to just start placing your carrots or whatever you're going to use and put in there. Now I'm going to add some of my bunnies. And here I made a couple of different ones. I added some of the rock from the Dollar Tree and some of the little houses there. And look how adorable this is, set up on a little shelf. I think they turned out adorable. These would be so cute and hard to decorate places because maybe it's too small, or you can put it in the bathroom, in a child's room. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. You can always add lights too if you want, but I just thought I would share that with you. I hope you all enjoyed these DIYs. If so, be sure you hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, I would really love to have you. I have many more DIYs in store for you, so be sure you check back. If you want to check out some of my other DIYs I've done in the past, you can go to my playlist and then click on Dollar Tree DIYs. As always, I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to stop and watch this video. So I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, safe Tuesday, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Keep smiling.